Here are a bunch of idioms that we use in English. Idioms are just phrases and sayings. The cream of the crop means like the best of the best. Damian Lillard is the cream of the crop of basketball players. Barking up the wrong tree is kind of when you ask for something at a bad time or you're asking the wrong person. For example, if you ask your parents for a new Lego set right after Christmas, they might say, "You are barking up the wrong tree. Try again later." Icing on the cake is just kind of something bonus or extra. Like if it's already Friday and then someone brings you a donut, that's just icing on the cake. I was already having a good day. Bull in a china shop is what you say when someone is really not paying attention to where they're going. Because if you did have a bull with horns in a china shop with a bunch of porcelain and glass, that would be china, it'd be like really nice fancy dishes, they would probably break everything. So if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you might be acting like a bull in a china shop. If something costs an arm and a leg, that just means it's really expensive. You don't have to cut any of your limbs off. If you use the phrase missed the boat, that means that you're too late for something. For example, if you wanted to sign up for Girls on the Run, which is in April, FYI, and you decided to sign up in June, you missed the boat. That's already over. If you have butterflies in your stomach, that just means you're nervous about something. The phrase heard it through the grapevine means you just kind of heard a rumor or you heard something and you thought maybe it was true, but you didn't hear it from an official source. To play it by ear is to do something maybe without an official plan. Like, let's just drive to the coast. We don't have a place to stay, but we'll play it by ear. And if you have your head in the clouds, it means you're just kind of spaced out, maybe daydreaming, thinking about what you're going to do over the weekend. These are all the idioms that are on page 1 of your packet. So if you want to pause this video and do page 1, then you can come back and I'll tell you all the idioms on page 2. Here are the idioms on page 2. To face the music is what you say when somebody finally confesses to something or admits that they did something wrong. You say, fine, I'll go tell my dad that I broke his favorite mug or something like that. To go out on a limb is to take a chance. Even if you're not sure about something, you go out on a limb, I'll just take a chance and go ask. To throw in the towel is to quit. If you see eye to eye with someone, that means you're in agreement and you kind of believe the same things on a topic. If someone drives you up the wall, it means they're kind of making you crazy. Like if someone is humming the Star Wars theme over and over again and they won't stop, it might drive you up the wall. If you use the phrase came out of the blue, that means like if somebody says something kind of random, that really came out of the blue. Why did he ask me that? I was talking about bike riding and then he started asking me about corn on the cob. That was out of the blue. Once in a blue moon means every once in a while. I talk about donuts a lot, but I really only eat them once in a blue moon because they're not good for you. If you open up a can of worms, that's kind of like if you start talking about something that you probably shouldn't, or if you kind of bring up a subject that's just a really big thing. It's like, oh gosh, you just opened up a whole new can of worms. That's another big problem we have to face. If you're learning the ropes, that's just learning new skills and something new. Miss Maggie is learning the ropes of being a teacher by going to grad school. And if somebody bent over backwards, that means they did everything they could to help you. Mr. Lofquist has bent over backwards for anyone who had technical difficulties with their internet this year, and he tries to solve the problem. These are all the idioms you need to know to do page 2 of your packet.